y'all, welcome back to the Hustle Network. I just want to say thank you all for tuning into this video. How are you accepting payment for your Airbnb business? When I say Airbnb business, I'm saying Airbnb specifically. I'm not talking about cleaning service, residential, commercial. I'm talking just Airbnb. I accept payments by sending an invoice for every single home that I do for one company, and for the other company, they send me payment via Venmo or Zelle. I think that the best way to do this is sending an invoice. And why? I'll tell you. It may be great accepting your payment via Cash App, Venmo, or even Zelle to your business account. It is important that you are looking at your numbers. As you guys know, I have two different hosts that I clean for. One is a cleaning company that hired me, while the other one is an actual business, a couple of hosts that share their properties together and then hire me to clean their property invoices. So they like for me to send payments between the 15th and the 30th only. They don't like just invoices piling up, or invoices say that I'm getting them and I have 5 in a row and they have 5 in a row different invoices. They don't like that. They like you to send all your invoices, from the 1st to the 15th, send it on the 15th. From the rest of the remaining, send it on the 30th, or whatever the last day of the month is. While the other company, they pay every Friday, and they have which I told you guys about, they use Taskbird. So I'm always able to look back on the different properties that I have completed, right? And then they send me the amount. It is highly important that you need to know your numbers for whatever type of cleaning that you are doing. I will give you an example. Google Sheets is a great way to be able to look at all your cleans that you had for the month, the pricing, etc. You also need to make sure that you are asking for a price list. So you need to make sure that you are asking for a spreadsheet of the pricing for every single property. Even if you're only starting off with one, eventually that list will grow, and you need to make sure that you're always able to look back at those numbers. You don't ever want it to get to a point where you're constantly asking, hey, how much is this property? Hey, how much is that one? Or maybe they're having you do other properties. You always want to make sure that you just have a straight price list for each property that you are doing, so that way you can see. You're going to want to make sure that you're keeping track of every single property. So what I like to do after every single clean, and I take my laptop, which is my Chromebook really, I take it everywhere. So if I get done with the property and say I have 3 different properties in one day, I'm making sure that I log in what company it is, what property it is, and the amount for that property. So that way, every time I go to my spreadsheet, remember, this is what the host gave you. They gave you a separate spreadsheet of the list of properties and the amount. So then I just look on my spreadsheet and I can say, hey, okay, I did this one today. This one is priced at so-and-so. And then you can make sure that you are just keeping track of every single number. Now this all goes back and falls back onto why I like to do invoicing. So like I told you guys about the company that hires me directly, they like us to send invoices out all in that one same day on the 15th and the 30th, right? So I already have my spreadsheet. I just turn that into an invoice by looking at the information and sending it over. As far as the cleaning company goes, I'm just accepting the payments that they send me every single week, every Friday. But I've been short a few times, more like 4 times. Sometimes it's $30, sometimes it's $20, it's even been $10. That is why it is so important that you keep track of your numbers, because when you have a company, a host, whatever it may be, that is just sending you payments, you're not invoicing it, it's kind of like you don't ever just want to say, okay, I was paid $3.15. Perfect. That sounds about right. No, you always want to make sure, hey, I know I get paid today. I need to look at how much he should be sending me and make sure that I match what I added up and make sure it's the same amount that he sent me. It's really important, especially when you're accepting Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle. if you don't have a log to always look back at, even just a spreadsheet alone is nice, but an invoice to see like, hey, this was paid, this was paid, this was paid, this was paid. But if you get someone that's just sending you those payments, you need to make sure. It is so important. I don't know how many times I have to say this in this video. You need to make sure that you are looking back at that info. I was short just $10 because he said that I was priced at $105 for 2 different properties, $105 each. And I'm priced at $110 each. So he shorted me $10. That is why I say it is very important that you are making sure that you are looking at your payment. Although Zelle, Venmo, Cash App is nice, I always like to revert back to the invoice, to be honest. Now, Square is a great way to send payments, to send invoices. Stripe is even great. The only downfall about Stripe is you don't get those funds the same day. So you may have cleaners you need to pay, or whatever it may be. Maybe you need those funds. Maybe you're just starting out and you need to buy supplies, right? And so you need those funds back so that way you can buy cleaning supplies to pay yourself. Maybe you just need something, whatever you may need, that you want your money, right? We all want our money. So that is why I honestly like Square, because you get paid the same day. Where Stripe, it takes about a good 90 days and you have to process, I don't know if it's 5,000 in 90 days or something to that extent. Don't quote me on that, but you basically have to wait 90 days in order for you to get your payment the same day. And even then it's limited. Like mine's only $254. While Square, it doesn't matter what the amount is, I'm getting my money tonight, baby, like every night. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, just because I kind of ran into that issue, and I've been continuously running into that issue of being short, and it's like, I'm owed this much. So thank you guys for watching this video.